Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from group 2. The member are myself, Anggis Rivalda, and my partner is Elvina Febriani. Uh, in this presentation, we will explain about English learning strategy with student teams, achievement division learning method. And for the first, we'll explain by Elvina Febriani.
Okay, thank you, Anggis. Strategy is pattern that is planned and determined intentionally to carry out activities or action. The strategy includes who is involved in the activity, the content of the activity process, and the means to support the activity. When the strategy is not used in delivering material, it results in bored and bored students. Therefore, an educator is required to be creative and able to choose strategies in learning according to the goals to be achieved. Learning strategy is a strategy or a technique that must be owned by educators and prospective educators. This is very much needed and determines the qualification or appropriateness of being an educator because the learning process required art, exercise, and knowledge in order to convey material to students in a purposeful, efficient, and effective manner. Therefore, we choose the student team's achievements divisions strategy in language learning, especially in storytelling material with the little lion and mouse in order to obtain maximum results. The state learning model includes cooperative learning models. All cooperative learning models are characterized by the existence of a text structure, goal structure, and reward structure. In the learning process with the cooperative learning model, students are encouraged to work together on a common task and they must coordinate their efforts to complete the task given by the teacher. The purpose of the cooperative learning model is to increase student academic achievement and students can accept a variety of diversity from their friends as well as the development of social skills. Next. Steps in student teams achievement division strategy. Number 1, the teachers convey learning material or problems to students according to the basic competencies to be achieved. Number 2, the teacher gives tests or quiz to each student individually so that an initial score will be obtained. Number 3, the teacher forms several groups. Each group consists of 4 until 5 students with different abilities, high, medium, and low. If possible, group members come from different races, cultures, ethnicities, and gender equality. Number 4, materials that have been prepared are discussed in groups to achieve basic competence state. 5, cooperative learning usually used to strengthen understanding of the material. Number 5, the teacher facilitates students in making summarize, directing, and giving affirmation to the learning material that has been studied. Number 6, the teacher gives tests or quiz to each student individually. And number 7, the teacher gives awards to groups based on the acquisition of an increase in individual learning outcome from the basic score to the next quiz score. Next. Strategy is pattern that is planned and determined intentionally to carry out activities or action. The strategy includes who is involved in the activity, the content of the activity process, and the means to support the activity. When the strategy is not used in delivering material, it results in bored and bored students. Therefore, an educator is required to be creative and able to choose strategies and learning according to the goals be achieved. Learning strategy is a strategy or technique that must be owned by educators and prospective educators. This is very much needed and determined in the qualification or appropriateness of being an educator. Because the learning process requires art, expertise, and knowledge in order to convey material to students in a purposeful, efficient, and effective manner. Therefore, we choose the Student Team Achievements Division or state strategy in language learning, especially in storytelling material with the Little Lion, with the title Lion and Mouse in order to obtain maximum result. The state learning model includes cooperative learning models. All cooperative learning models are characterized by the existence of a task structure, goal structures, and reward structure. In the learning process with the cooperative learning model, students are encouraged to work together on a common task and they must coordinate their efforts to complete the task given by the teacher. The purpose of the cooperative learning model is to increase student academic achievement and students can accept a variety of diversity from their friends as well as the development of social skills. Next, steps in student teams achievement division or state strategy. In the Mutala lesson, which was attained by 13 students, the teachers used the student team's achievement division strategy to teach the title storytelling with their reading text and divide into three groups. Each group will get a reading text and then the group will carry out discussion, activities and describe the result of the discussion on a piece of paper according to their understanding abilities. The first group present the result of their discussion and drawings in front of their friends and was followed by other groups, namely groups 2 and groups 3 to come forward and present the result of their discussion. After the activities of each group are devised possible comments or student deficiencies. Deficiencies. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alpina. And next will be continue by myself. Benefit for teachers. Number one, creating mutual interaction between teacher and student. Number two, the teacher can determine the level of student ability. Number three, make student think more. Number four, can manage the efficiency of learning time. Number five, teachers can save some effort. And number six, the teacher can find out the cohesiveness in a group. Next, benefit for student. Number one, students work together in achieving goals by upholding group norms. Number two, active student help and motivate enthusiasm to success together. Number three, active role as peer tutors to further enhance the success of the group. Number four, interaction between sharing students with an increase in their ability to argue. Number five, improve individual skills. Number six, improve group skills. Number seven, not competitive. And number eight, have no grudges. By using the student team achievement division learning method, the activity and collaboration of student in learning is more well stimulated. So so that it can increase student creativity in solving a problem. Then in this learning model, students are placed in study group with four members and have different level of ability. It intended that students in one group can work together with each other, support and motivate each other to find the concept of a material being studied. The teacher is also easier to teach because students will be more active in discussions and the teacher does not need to explain much about the contents of the material text. So it is very appropriate of the strategy is used in the process of learning Arabic, especially in storytelling material. Hopefully, with this strategy, students can better understand the lesson well, and teachers of prospective prospective teachers can use this strategy of the future and can develop this strategy better. The word perfect in the teaching and learning process cannot be separated from the word deficiencies and constraints experienced by teachers. Therefore, we as teachers must try to be more optimal in educating our students from now on. Thank you. I think it's enough. So many presentation from our group. More and less apologize. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.